Today, we need to get into V saying that he will miss everyone, and we need to get into people saying that V and Jung Kook were getting emotional at the military ceremony. And then we have Jimin getting teary-eyed. So, Dumplings, it's Dave. Decide, hate it or not, make sure you're subscribed with the notification bell on. Grab your dumpling, taste spilling mug merch, and let's go. Recently, something that Jimin did got everyone extremely sad, and it's something bad that he did, but something that was actually very sad. If you just recall just a few days ago, it seemed like V, Jimin, Jungkook, and RM all held some sort of live stream together. The goal of the stream was to just have all of them come together and say goodbye to ARMY and say final wishes. It was also a chance for the boys to be playful and give ARMYs a proper send-off, because let's be real here, yes, the boys are upset, but I think it's ARMYs that need consoling over this. Jimin during that stream was the only member that didn't have a shaved head. V's head was not fully shaved, but was about there, and then you had Jungkook, who was hiding his hair the entire stream, and then RM's hair has been buzzed for a long time now. Jimin talked about not wanting to show his shaved head when he does it because he doesn't want ARMYs to ever see him like that. Well, we just got to see him like that. Jimin went for a final live, and it was a moment where it felt like the world stopped. During the final goodbye, as he was about to log off, he was wearing throughout the stream and decided to show everyone. He took a second and stared at the camera and likely also himself. His face changed. It went from a smile to a more dull expression, and he seemed like he was speechless, and speechless likely in a way where it was actually hitting him what actually is happening right now. It's a moment where he finally showed ARMYs what he looks like, and it's now definitely something he cannot turn away from. Not that he ever had a choice to begin with, but I can't imagine how anyone could feel in this situation. In life and in many situations, you're taught to keep it moving. In entertainment especially, the show must go on. If you make a mistake on stage, keep going. And so it's the same with this situation. Jimin was told he had to enlist, and so he prepares. He then shaves his head, he then keeps it moving without thinking much of it, and then it probably hit him right at that moment he looking at himself on the camera. Jimin didn't like how he looked, so he put the hat back on and prepared to say goodbye. He gave ARMYs a final bow, and this made everyone tear up. It's been a very long journey with them, and we will see them very soon, but it won't be for a little bit. And it's scary to think we won't have any updates or stories from them for a little bit. But if the boys are okay to say goodbye and happy to start their new journey, then we should also be very excited for them. I'm excited to see how they will change and how their music will sound when they do come back from the service. I think it'll sound more grown up, and then they can make music that correlates love with a battlefield, and that is just beautiful. They will also make everlasting friends. You tend to make very good friends during times of trauma. I'm half joking. There will be some trauma. It is the military training after all, but it's not unbearable. The members, just in the time I had gone to sleep, had been updating and saying goodbye, which makes me very emotional. And I want to go over here what V said and what that was all about. Keep in mind this is translated from Korean to English, so things like translation errors, grammatical errors, and maybe some lost in translation meanings are things that could happen. He said, "I think I miss you so much. Actually, it's a pity that I can't have happy memories with ARMY for a while. So besides that, I'm okay. But it's the hardest thing that I can't see ARMY. I'll return really healthy after 18 months. So ARMYs, take care of your health and look for happiness every day until I return and say I'm here. I also prepared a lot of things in those 18 months. Please look forward to it. Let's make precious memories like we always did when I return and make them again then. I really miss you and love you so much. So you have to wait until I return. I'll be back soon. Bye." He is basically guaranteeing us that he will come back, but something that I feel a lot of headlines miss is that he is teasing that he has a lot of pre-recorded content that is going to come out. There's going to be a lot of content that we can expect, and I'm just over the moon to see how HYBE is going to do a rollout without the members being there. I wonder if it'll be a full-on album or if it'll just be singles that will come out. And will they be doing that for each of the members that are leaving, or just V? Because we haven't heard any of the others talk about it. But they don't need to talk about it, because once they drop the teaser, then we'll know. We will of course be missing V, but I honestly don't know how different it is going to feel for us. It'll likely feel the exact same, as we only see V or know V through the internet, and we're still getting internet content from him. So we probably won't miss him. HYBE is very smart to have BTS record all this content, and I think this strategy of how BTS has planned on staying top of mind for ARMY while they're away is going to be used by other artists in the future. Future artists are going to take notes when they leave for the military, and they'll have pre-recorded stuff come out, and then when they get back from enlistment, they can almost pick up like they never left. And maybe some of the fans won't even notice that they did leave. This will also set a completely new precedent for K-pop groups and groups in general. Usually after the military, the members of a group will retire or they'll become a talk show host and sort of take on less stressful roles in entertainment. And the reason why is because labels have believed that as you get older, it becomes harder to sell, and the labels tend to want to focus their resources on new, younger groups. And as a society, we are obsessed with youth, and one of the reasons why the most popular member of a group tends to be the youngest. But what we may see with BTS and what they're doing is that they'll still be in demand being an artist after their military enlistment, and that will completely shift how we view K-pop groups in the future. And so even as BTS is literally gone, they're still trailblazing and doing things for other groups in the future, and I love that. If you do want to still react and watch a lot of BTS content with me and other dumplings, make sure you check out Patreon. I will link the Patreon in the description, and I hope to see you there. We always have such an amazing time. We got to see a bit of clips for the military send-off ceremony, and we can thank someone who we can call a fan or an older BTS friend. So what happened here, and who is this friend? One of V's close childhood friends came to see V off at the military. He ended up posting a photo of V at the camp on his Instagram, and this is how everyone knew. The friend also posted a photo where we see V from the back, and he's wearing this huge book bag. People were very happy to see this, and happy to see V show up at the camp. People were most happy that on such an emotional day, V is there with all of his friends, family, and everyone that really cares about him. Could you ask for better support? I think not. There was also someone that posted a video on TikTok, not sure if it was the friend or if it was another family that had attended the ceremony for their kid, and they happened to see V and decided to record it, but it showed V and Jung Kook giving a hug to each other and saying goodbye. The people thought it was an odd hug because it was one of those arm hugs, and people thought it was very informal. However, people were saying that they were giving each other hugs and getting emotional saying goodbye. Of course they are, because it's not even just that they won't be working together for a while, but that they simply won't even see each other, because it seems like they'll be placed in different parts of the service for different positions, so they'll probably not run into each other. And so for the most part, aside from Jimin and Jung Kook, everyone else is kind of on their own. However, we don't actually ever see any of the members' faces from the clips online, so we actually have no idea if the boys were crying or upset during the goodbye. We just know that they wanted to say goodbye to each other. And I'm glad that they took this moment to do so. I think every one of the members are going to find it very easy to move up in the military and become officials, and when they do, they'll be able to be with each other, because then they will almost become staff instead of just regular soldiers. I know it's probably very easy for them to move up given their daily exercises and routines are probably even more rigorous than whatever the military has to offer, but I do wonder if there's even a point for them to move up if they don't plan on having a career in the military, or it would even suck to move up for just a few months only to have to leave the military in just a few months. So I tend to find it a waste of effort, but it's probably not even that much effort for BTS members. I genuinely wish them all the best, and I hope they get to do whatever they want to do in the military and also have amazing memories in the camp that they can carry with them for the rest of their life, and maybe also bring those memories with them into their music. Let me know what you think. Make sure you check out Patreon for more videos, link down below. Thanks for this lovely comment right here. Love you, bye.